So, wonderful Likutei Moharan. Yesterday we learned Kabbalah. Wow. We were learning Kabbalah yesterday. So, like we said, by Chavukat HaYadayim, hugging yourself. You need to hug yourself. And then when you hug yourself, then Hashem Yitbarach can show you how much He loves you. Before you love yourself, Hashem cannot show you how much He loves you. When the person is blaming himself and hating himself and slaughtering himself and chasing himself and then revenging, and then I spoke to a person that there is one thing that she hates the most, and she's doing that thing all of the time, again and again. There is one thing that she hates, so she's doing it every time, again and again and again and again, and she hates it. She can't stand. That's the worst part of her life. So she's doing it all of the time, and people are just doing those things to themselves. People are just killing themselves. I spoke to one of my students, and he reminded me of one of the classes that I gave, that I was talking about how to come out from ta'avot, from lusts and desires. So I said that there is a rule that is saying, Maim gnuvim imtaku. Water that are stolen, that you're stealing them, are sweeter than regular water. So a lot of times the person, he's doing things that are not even a sin at all, and because that for him it's a sin, so it makes it a sin. It makes it sweeter. For an example, if your parents were not allowing you to eat candies when you were young, so now even that you're 20 and 30 and you work and you make the money on your own, and it's okay that you're going to go to the supermarket and buy candies and eat them, but for you, every time that you eat that chocolate bar, it's like stealing. You steal that chocolate bar, and you're not. If you really check it, you're not. You're buying it, you pay for it, you worked for it, you said shakol, mezonot, whatever. But in your inner feeling, when you hold that chocolate bar, you're stealing now. So what is it creating in your life? It is stucking you in that situation that you're a sinner, first of all. So you can sit and eat your dinner with your wife and everything is great and allow and cool and wonderful, but there's going to be a thief on the table. So and just because that you were not allowed to eat, because you were supposed to explain yourself, and then your wife, she will not enjoy eating with you because you're all distracted and you're suffering, and the food is kosher and warm and tasty and everything is great, and you're suffering from something that you're not even aware of. You just something is wrong, and you're stealing and you're eating and it's too tasty and you need to eat it again, and then every night, so now you need to eat, and it's crazy and you lose your mind. That simple awareness for a person to himself, just to find who am I, what's going on with me in my life, what am I doing, why everything is a problem, why me and my wife, we went touring and it gave the classes and everything, and we suffered, and we spoke about it yesterday night. We went for a walk, we were talking, and we're saying to each other, why are we suffering all of the time? What's going on? What's the problem? And every moment we're suffering, and it doesn't matter from what. You have food and you suffer making the food, and you need to eat now and you suffer sitting and eating it, and you're just sick in your mind. That's reality. So it's not to criticize and to hate ourselves and to blame ourselves and then to chase and execute ourselves finally. No, that's not the mission. The mission is to heal ourselves. How are you going to heal yourself? First of all, you need to understand what your problems are. You need to find out who you are. You need to have a mirror in front of yourself, to have a daily meeting with yourself, and to talk to yourself like you talk to your best friend. You need to start learning, who am I? Why am I drinking? Why am I eating? You are dreaming on things from your childhood, things that you saw your father, like they're saying, if the parents are smoking, for sure the kids will smoke. Everyone that ever started smoking, he was coughing, he felt nauseous. It's not tasty, it's not nice, nothing good comes out of smoking. At least in the beginning you don't feel anything good, but because that you have that desire that you need to achieve something, to be like him, like that one, like your father, like your mother, like that person, that he's cool, that whatever, so you're now going to sacrifice your lungs, and you're going to learn how to do that, because you must be strong enough to deal with the smoke, and you have to smoke. So it's not really you. And you're going to break that sensitivity. You're going to destroy that connection that you had with yourself, that smoke was choking you, was damaging you. You hated it. You were coughing. You were had nauseous. You felt dizzy. You hated it. And you're going to deny it. You're going to destroy it. You're going to break it. And then you're going to be rough and strong and powerful and cool. And we're not going to have cancer. Because of what? Because a person is denying himself and breaking himself and destroying himself, and he's ready to fight with his inner truth, with who that he is, just because that he have to find something. So he's looking outside instead of looking inside. If you would look inside, you would feel, after trying smoking, it's not for me. My machine cannot digest smoke. It doesn't work. Smoke is useless for my body. So I'm not going to do it. If you would just check, if you would just listen to your inner voices, okay, I'm coughing from it. It's not good for me. So that's it. You would understand the lesson. Like that I told you, it was a joke for me. I was sitting in front of a nutrition, and we were talking, and I told him, look, I'm suffering from this, from that, and especially dairy and milk. I cannot drink. If I eat pizza, my stomach, that's it. So he looked at me and he's smiling and he said, and you don't understand that it's not good for you? You keep on eating it? Every time you eat, you suffer, and now you come to a doctor to receive a solution. Why can't you get the message that it's not good for you? Your body hates it. It doesn't help you. Don't eat it. What's your problem? No, you want to eat it. And you suffer. And every day you eat again and you suffer again. Or once a week or twice a week. And why? You don't need to. You don't need to eat all of those pizza, all of that. If it's not good for you, what's the problem to listen to that? So our mind is so distracted, our thoughts are so confused, and we're so disconnected to our inner voice that we're just ignoring the truth. But like we said, when we started our tshuva process, we were not looking for Hashem. Hashem was not the issue that we were looking for. What we were looking for ourselves, for the truth. And then we found Hashem inside of ourselves. When you search for the truth, no matter how secular you are, how far you are, how disconnected to spirituality at all you are, it doesn't matter. If you look for the truth, you're going to find God in the end. Because God, He is the truth. His seal is the seal of truth. Hashem Elokechem Emet. If you're going to look for the truth, you're going to find Hashem Elokechem. You're going to find that Hashem, He is your God. You're going to find God. It's that easy. This is why to go and to convince people to believe in God, it's the most stupid thing in the world. You don't need. You just need to tell them, be who that you are. Stop lying to yourself. Stop working for people. Stop working for your fears. Just be who that you are. And then He's going to find out that He's got a soul, that He wants to do only good. And then it's all going to be out of love. He's going to complete His tshuva even faster than you. You can be religious for years, and you're going to wake him up to search for the truth, and he's going to speed up, and he's going to pass you. In several days, you can, whoa, maybe you're going to learn how to smoke from the smoke that he's going to leave behind. Why? Only because that he's searching for the truth. And immediately, when you search for the truth, and you ask for the truth, you find it. Because karov Hashem lechol korav lechol asher yikrehu ve'emet. Hashem is close to everyone that calls Him with truth. So what can we do except of calling Him with truth? To tell Him, I'm the worst, I'm low, I'm broken, I'm suffering. And not to chase yourself. To say the truth. I feel like I'm the worst. I feel like I'm lazy. I feel like I don't have no motivation, no happiness doing it. I don't know. I feel so weak. Please help me. 10 minutes of that conversation with the Creator gonna take you so much higher to such amazing places. And how can a person serve Hashem Yitbarach if he's still sick in his mind and he hates himself and he blames himself and he's destroying himself with his Yetzer Hara, that he's doing things to destroy himself? If you don't love yourself, if you're not important enough for yourself to build you and to help you, you cannot connect yourself to Hashem. Because you have a different mission. Because Hashem's mission is to help you, is to build you. And your mission now is to destroy yourself. So, you're fighting. This is why you're fighting. If you're going to listen to the voice of Hashem, instead of trying to convince Hashem Yitbarach and to tell Hashem Yitbarach all of the time what you need, no, Hashem, I need to have my schedule, I need to learn, I need to do this, I need to pray 3 times a day in a minyan, I need to eat kosher, Relax. Relax. Ask Hashem, what do you want from me? I tell you, you're gonna receive amazing answers. You're gonna receive amazing answers. That's gonna answer you about your diet, about the hours that you need to sleep, about your hobbies. A student of mine asked me, he said, I want to go every morning to the gym and I want to pray Shacharit b'minyan every morning. And I know about myself that I'm not able to achieve both. What you suggest me to do? For that I'm going to do. I told him, first of all, you should go to the gym for sure. Is it an answer of a rabbi? I told him that's my answer. Why? Because if he gonna go every day to pray in a minyan, I know him, I know the person, he will not gonna hold on forever keeping that minyan and waking up every day. He won't be as happy from the minyan. But if you're going to go to the gym, he will always gonna lack the minyan. He will go to the gym, he will be happy, and he will feel not comfortable with himself. So in the end, he's going to make both. But if he will just gonna go to the Bet Knesset every morning, in the end, he will hate the Bet Knesset because he won't be able to go to the gym. And then he's going to drop the Bet Knesset, and who knows even if he's going to work out, if he's going to go to the gym. We don't know that. But first of all, go to the gym. If for you it's so critical that you need to go to the gym in the morning, go to the gym. Relax. And then let's talk. Let's see what about the minyan? What about your shacharit? Let's see. First of all, if there is something that makes you crazy, something that you must do, okay, first of all, do that. Relax. Let's talk after it. Even the Gemara, and I'm telling you, a lot of people misinterpret, you say that? Misinterpret my meanings a lot of times. A lot of times I'm saying to a person things that are written in the Gemara. I'm not making up. But people taking it to another level, the level of their imagination. And then they're thinking, oh, Rav Dror said it's a law, Rav Dror said this, Rav Dror said that. It's shtuyot. The truth is, the Gemara is saying, if a person sees that the Yetzer Hara is overpowering on him, and he cannot hold himself from sinning, not to go to the gym, there is no sin in going to the gym, to sin, really to sin. So the Gemara is saying, he needs to change his outfit, to wear something that people will not going to recognize that it's him. The Gemara is saying dark clothes, but it doesn't have to be like that. He needs to change himself, means to hide himself, that no one going to recognize him, to go to a different city, to sin over there, and then to come back, relax to his house. That's what the Gemara is saying. It's Gemara. It's not me. It's Gemara. I'm just telling you the Gemara. Yilbash chorim, he needs to wear black outfit and to go to another city, not to make chilul Hashem, that people are going to say, oh, you don't know, he went clubbing, he was dancing, he was doing drugs. No, we don't want to destroy the education of your children. We don't want to destroy his shlom bayit. The Gemara is saying, go to a different place, do what you need to do, and come back, relax home. Live your life. So what? The Gemara now is allowing people to sin? For sure not. But the Gemara is dealing with situations of life. What can he gonna sin? There is no one to talk to. We are talking about a person that he is now 5 minutes from sinning. And the Gemara just is saying, don't kill your children, okay? Don't destroy your wife, okay? The Gemara got mercy on your family. And the Gemara realized that you already lost your mind. So if you find yourself in situations that you lost your mind, that's it. You have to go to that concert. You have to go to run. You have to go to see. You have to go to eat. That's where you are holding. I didn't brought you to that place. You're stuck with your troubles. You're stuck with your Yetzer Hara. It's not no one's fault. No one is guiding you to sin. But if you find yourself that this is you, this is where you're holding, you are sinning, you are falling on a daily basis, what can you do to stop it? The only way to stop it is, first of all, to understand that that's your problem. First of all. First step in healing a disease is to understand that you're sick. First of all. You cannot try to pretend, I'm healthy. No, I'm healthy. And it's eating you from inside. No, you're sick. Deal with it. Sit. Let's think. Let's consult. Let's go to experts. Let's change the diet. Let's work out. Let's rest. Let's learn about the issues. First of all, you need to understand you're sick. And the sickness is in the mind. And the main healing is to come back to have a connection with the Creator, means to have a connection with yourself, because your soul means the center of your being, means the source of your life is Hashem Yitbarach Himself. He is your soul. He is your neshama. He is the spirit that gives you power and wind and life to do things. So you need to come back to yourself to be who that you are. And then when you're going to go deep inside and going to look inside, you're going to find out what exactly brings you to be so sick. That when you see a woman, that's it, you're sick. That when you smell food, that's it, you're sick. That when there is amazing movie, that's it, you cannot function. That if someone tells you that you have that's it, you lose your mind. Why? Why are you so sick? What's happened? It is a woman. If you're going to understand that it's a woman and it's not a possible woman object that you can have some kind of relationship with her, and you're just going to understand, no, this is something that is totally separated from me, with no connection to me, just I have a problem of my foreign thoughts, lusts and desires, that I'm imagining things about her. If you will just gonna understand it and gonna cut the imaginary connection and relationship that you developed on your own, so then it's the first step on healing that sickness. Yes, it is a woman. Yes, she looks amazing. Yes, everything is great. Yes, she's nursing her children with that. It's not yours. It's hers. It's her family's. It's her children's. It's not connected to you. She's sitting in the bathroom, in the toilet with that. No connection to you. Heal yourself. Talk to yourself about your problems. Her behind is not yours. Her breast is not connected to you. Yes, it's a breast. Yes, it's her behind. Yes, it is. It's hers. It belongs to her. She needs things to do with that, not you. It's not your wife. Heal yourself. Talk to yourself about it. That's the first step. If you're going to say, no, I'm not allowed to look at women, and you're going to stay sick in your mind that every woman is an object, is an option, is an opportunity, you're never going to be healed, even if you're going to poke your eyes out. You're going to be a sick, blind person. That's who you're going to be. Like the Gemara is saying that there is a thing that is impossible to stand, is zaken menaef. Is an old person, means a person that is not even able to be with a woman, that he's got lust and desires, that he's desiring. He's not even able to be with her. And he's desiring, and he's sick and sitting, old people sitting in the park looking at women. You can't stand that stupidity, that behavior. What do you want? You're 70, you're 80, relax, go, learn something, do something with your life. Go, rest, live, breathe. No, women, 15, 16, 17, no connection, never gonna be, relax. He's sick in his mind. So it's impossible to understand how a person can come to be so sick. What's the answer? He's not aware to himself. He's just working automatically. No, women. And he's imagining, and he will not going to stop imagining even after death. Like that Rabbeinu said, the Yetzer Hara going to keep on knocking and disturbing your life even after death, even in the time of the funeral, until the second shovel of earth in grave. That's reality. If you had lust for women all of your life, in your funeral, you're going to check skirts. You're going to look at women. In your own funeral, your soul going to hover above your funeral and you're going to check the crowd. You're going to look at the women that came. If you had desire for honor, you're going to listen to their speeches about you. Oh yes, they were right about that. Rav Shalom once he said that there are people so arrogant, that rabbis that are so arrogant that when people are coming to them and telling them, oh Arav, you helped me, you saved my life, you don't know, you're so righteous, you're so pure. So then those rabbis are thinking to themselves, they're saying, you have a good eye. You can sense people, you understand a lot about people, I can see that about you. He's so full of himself, that's it. So how stupid you can be, how far you can be from who that you are. So the only reason why you're so separated from yourself is that you don't discuss with yourself all the way. Who are you? What's going on? No, now you don't have money. That's it. I'm killing myself. I can't stand my life anymore. I can't have debts. Why? Why can't you have debts? What happened with that? What is so humiliating that you're losing your blood and your life and your happiness that you want to kill yourself? Okay, why won't you just be humiliated? Go apologize. What's going to happen? Say, again, I'm sorry. No, but it's the 7,000 times that it happened to me. Okay, it's because you haven't learned the lesson yet. But if you will learn the lesson, it's not going to happen to you anymore. Food, barbecue, chocolate, sweets, whatever, alcohol. It's all imaginary fantasy that you, oh no, it's going to make me happy. No, why? Because your father, he was drinking whiskey. Okay, so now you have that vision that if you're going to be like, it's never going to happen. You see it and you feel it after every time you drink. You feel it after every cigarette, that it doesn't really bring you to where you wish to be. After being with a woman, after eating, after drinking, after swimming, after being in the gym, it doesn't bring you anywhere. Unless you follow your dreams and other imaginations, another step forward. No, yeah, now I need. And then what? They're dying in the middle of the marathon. All of their life they're working on their health and then they're dying in the gym. Oh, you don't know, he was 50 and he died while running, jogging. Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Hashem took his soul in the middle of working out to be healthy. People are eating healthy and eating healthy and eating healthy and they're more sick than others. All of his body is sick and he's eating healthy. Rav Kaduri was smoking and eating bamba and he was happy and connect. I'm not saying that it's wrong to eat healthy. I'm saying that you need to find the truth. What is your inner truth? If really it's the right thing for you, so do it. But look, who are you? What is really Hashem guidance for you? What Hashem wants from you? If for you this is your tikkun to eat healthy. Great. But if you just live your life and waste your time on dreaming that by eating healthy you're going to achieve things and health and you're just dreaming. Keep on dreaming. How many times we can sing the same song? You know which song, Moshe? California dreaming in such a winter day. Yeah, actually California dreaming big time. We've been to California. LA, it's dreaming. It's horrible. Mamash, one of the most horrible places I ever been to in my life. And I've been to Kenya, and I've been to a lot of, I've been to Egypt, I've been to Jordan, I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to France, in Germany I was, in Belgium I was, in England. I tell you, LA is one of the worst places in the world. And I've been in a nice place. I've been in Tarzana. I even met the woman that bought the house from the author that wrote Tarzan. I even met her in Shabbos. Nice, huh? Silly. So empty. And people are suffering. So now, if a person is able to pray for himself, so he must. But if he cannot, so we need to pray for him. If you have a prisoner in prison, you cannot hope that he's gonna escape, that he's gonna set himself free. He's not able. You need to come and set him free. You need to come from outside and to work and to bribe and to help and to pray and to create a reality, a path for him to climb out, to be saved, to escape. So that we know so many things, we need to understand that we have a mission. What are we doing with all of the information, with all of the wisdom? If we're not gonna take it into actions, into save people's life, into pray for those poor guys that don't understand even how far they are, how sick they are. People can tell you that they know exactly, and to argue with that, and to explain to you that their way of life, that's the right, and you see that person is not, he doesn't even keep Shabbat, he doesn't even eat kosher, he doesn't have no connection to reality, he doesn't understand anything about the basics of the ABC of the world, how to he doesn't have the basic faith that there is a creator, and he's already preaching and teaching and guiding and telling and convincing himself, basically. Only himself, fighting with himself to keep that deny, work hard, that to strengthen that armor that he will never gonna be sensitive enough to feel that he was wrong for the last 30 years of his life. He just don't want to hear, don't shake my stability, don't rock my boat. How many songs in one day? People afraid to deal with the truth. But the truth is that when you're going to deal with the truth, you're going to find cure to your soul. You're going to be so happy, so happy. I said it once in one of the classes that when I started seeking for myself and doing tshuva, I realized one day that I really hurt one of my best friends in those days. I done something really against him, really. I betrayed his trust in a very bad way. And I knew that if I'm gonna keep on searching for the truth, I cannot hold that lie hidden. I cannot claim for myself to be a man that seeks for the truth because that it's so not comfortable for me to admit to that person that I hurt him. I'm gonna lie to myself. It's not gonna work. So I came to that person and I spoke with him and I told him all of the truth as much as I could. I just opened it. And even though that it was very embarrassing, very hard, very painful for me and also for him, and it destroyed our already destroyed relationship. It really was, it was the end of our relationship in a certain way. But we just had to come to the truth. The truth was that if I could hurt him so much, there was no relationship already before. It was dead. If I had such a big problem with him, so something was wrong already before. Only when I opened it and I talked to him about it and I shared it with him, only in that moment we were able to deal with the truth. And then I was so relieved. I felt so good with myself, even though that I felt bad with the act, but to keep on hiding it and to deny it and to lie to myself and to lie to my friend and to have to be that liar and to keep on lying and keep on hiding and live whole life of emptiness and false and darkness because that you're afraid to deal. Why to suffer so much? So before you approach to do tshuva and to come back to Hashem, you need to come back to yourself. You need to love yourself. You need to be important enough in your own eyes to invest in, to help yourself to build your life. You need to be your best friend. You have to care about yourself. Stop hating yourself. Stop blaming yourself. Stop punishing yourself. So for that you need to have a daily conversation with yourself. Who am I? What am I doing? Why am I waking up so early or so late? Why am I working in that job and not in another? Am I happy with that? Is it reality? Is it the right way for me? What am I doing? Why am I so stressed? People can live all of their lives in relationships that they're just losing the potential. You have so much to achieve with your wife and with your children, and you never meet them. You never really spend time with them. Why? Because you're so terrified and so busy and so afraid and so confused that even when you sit to eat dinner with your wife, you're stealing the food now from your parents. You're finding yourself in crazy situations that you cannot even hang out with your children for 5 minutes. Because now they're taking your time of your limud, now you're not learning, now you're not doing this, you're not doing that, now you're now with your children, with your family, in your house, and everything can be so nice, and you are now not fulfilling your obligations to Hashem. That's nonsense. That's the biggest nonsense of them all. If now that's not your destiny, if now it's not your mission to be with your family, in your house, with your children, with your wife, so what is the mission? What is it all about? If in the end of every day you haven't fulfilled your obligation, and every day you were not enjoying spending time with your family, and every day that you were learning, you were not learning enough, and every day that you were eating the wrong things, and every day that you were sleeping, you were something, it just need a little bit of adjustment. You just need to move it a little bit, and then everything gonna be great. You're late all day long, so you just need to start everything 5 minutes before, and then everything gonna be in the right time. It's not like you have big problems. You just have one problem, that you don't see that everything's okay, that it's okay to eat, that it's okay to drink, that it's okay to sleep, that it's okay to be with your wife, that it's okay not to learn as much Torah as the Rav said. It's okay. It's not in my power. Oh, you want it to be in your power? Great, pray. How much I don't have time. 5 minutes you don't have? Maybe you're gonna end. No, I need to do 6 hours on that. Oh, nice to meet you. You're Eliyahu Navi, that you know exactly how many hours you need to do on that. Maybe 1 minute. Maybe if really you're gonna want it, you're gonna say to Hashem, please, Ribono Shel Olam, help me, and it's really gonna come from your heart. You're already gonna be answered. I think that 1 minute Hitbodedut is higher than 6. Really, that's what I really think. I think that 1 minute really with Hashem Yitbarach is stronger and more powerful and greater than all of the imaginations of this world. Than to be holy and to be pure. I saw people that were smoking for 6 hours in the field, running away from their wives for 6 hours in the field, drinking and eating and checking WhatsApps and messages 6 hours in the field. So what is it giving to you? To be 6 hours in the field? What are you, a farmer? But you need 6 hours in the field for what? Go talk to Hashem Yitbarach 10 minutes on your problems. It's better than to do 6 hours on that issue. But it's easier for you to say, no, I must do 6 hours, and until you're just rejecting your real solution of dealing with your problem. No, by putting your problem in an impossible place to deal with. No, on that thing I must do 6 hours. Why? What happened to the verse, Terem tikreu v'ani aneh? Before you're going to call me, I'm already going to answer your prayers. What happened with that verse? You need to build a vessel for that? You don't need. Hashem said, I'm going to answer your prayers before you're going to pray. Before you're going to call me, you're already going to be answered. What happened with that verse? Why it cannot happen to you? Because you don't want it. You don't really want to be answered. No, I don't have time to learn Torah. Who said you need to learn Torah so many hours? Who said that really that's your tikkun? Maybe if you're going to learn how to do, now you want to eat something. Great, wonderful. Pasta, spaghetti bolognese, wonderful, great, no problem. There are few things that are required before. You need to have a stove. You need to have a pan. You need to have pasta. You need to have meat. You need to have oil. You must have salt and tomato paste. Some things are required here for that. You cannot sit and eat. It's not happening like, okay, so now you want to learn Torah? Great. There are reasons that because of those reasons you cannot learn Torah. Your wife, she's upset when you leave the house. Your children, they need you to take. You have a job, parnasa. Wonderful. It's hard for you to focus. Great. You want to eat that pasta in the end? Great. You need to go and buy onions. You cannot go and eat the pasta. You need to go and buy onions. You need to go and buy the meat. Yes, it's going to take you 20 minutes to this place and another 30 minutes to that place. Yes, maybe you won't eat pasta today. Maybe if you really want to eat that pasta, you're going to eat it next Thursday because it takes time to arrange that meal. Great, no problem. With your schedule, it's going to take you a whole week, a week and a half until you're really going to sit and eat that amazing spaghetti bolognese. Great, wonderful. So what? But if you're going to do it right, in the end, you're going to eat that. And if you're not going to do it right, you're going to fight with your wife, you're going to feel destroyed, you're going to feel horrible. All day long, you're going to suffer. I'm not eating what that I want, and I'm not there. I don't have the time, I don't have the power. No one is helping me. I'm so betrayed, I'm so alone. Only because you don't understand that there are a few things that you need to do. You want to learn Torah? Great. There's no problem with that. But the fact that you want to learn Torah doesn't give you the permission to send your wife to hell and to flush your kids in the sewer and that's it. And now the celebration begins. No. You have your obligations. And if you're going to fix the things one after the other, first of all, you need to pay your bills. You have 7 bills. You have 17 bills. You need to start with the most urgent one. But I have another 16. Okay, we're going to come to the next step after we're going to finish the first. To the third after the second. To the fourth after the third. You cannot jump and pay the 17th because you're so stressful. Slowly, slowly. But what I'm going to do? Don't do anything. There's nothing to do. You need to do the first one. Now you need to deal with some fireworks. Deal with the fireworks. What can you do? Say, I'm sorry. Say, I'm apologizing. Say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Say, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I really apologize. I'm sorry. I'm stuck. To say the truth, it's so much better, so much greater than to keep on lying to yourself. And no, I must. You're not able. If you would be able, okay, we need your help. Come work for us in the center. But if you're not able, so what do you want to do? Why you keep on hating yourself and blaming yourself and killing yourself? You're not able. Are you able to bring children to the world? Are you able to get married? Are you able to bring parnasah? Tell me how you do those things. You're not able to do those things. A lot of people tried to do it and they couldn't. Hashem gives children. From Hashem you receive your wife. From Hashem the parnasah is coming. You can work 20 hours every day and not to pay your debts. And suddenly you can come out and check your account and to see that someone deposited the amount and you don't have more debts anymore. Things happened to a lot of people. Not only to me. To a lot of people. Really. So just let's come back to the truth, to reality. Another song you want to hear? Back to life, back to reality. Where is Johnny? Natanya. Hashem Natan, Hashem Lakach, Yehi Shem Hashem Mevorach. We're blessing Hashem Yitbarach, that Hashem is so sweet and so kind to guide us. I said it to one of my friends, I have a problem. I am sending my students to the darkness. What can I do? I'm sending them to search for faith, and the faith is in the nights. And they're going to deal with the nights. When they will want to search for faith, they're going to deal with the nights. But at least I'm sending them to the right direction. I'm not making them dream that, no, if you're going to do this, we are looking for the truth. And another truth seeker and another truth seeker going to bring the redemption, going to bring the Geula Shlema. People that are making up stories. No, you don't know. If you're going to do this, you're going to be answered. You know how many times in my life I made 6 hours Hitbodedut and I haven't been answered? And you know how many times in my life I made 1 minute Hitbodedut and I've been answered? I said to my wife, do you know what is the strongest power that I have, that through that power I'm bringing salvations to the world? The biggest one of them all, she said, what? I said, when I'm breathing. When I'm thinking and focusing on what that I want Hashem to do for me, and I'm just breathing into that situation, that's the way that I'm bringing the biggest miracles that I ever brought into this world. Only by wanting it with all of my heart and being patient about it. Ready to wait and to breathe and to listen to what Hashem wants and not to what that I want. That's how I brought miracles and salvations to the world. More than in all of the thousands of hours that I was doing Hitbodedut. And I'm not saying don't do Hitbodedut. Again, if you feel like you need to go and talk to Hashem Yitbarach, go like Moshe, 40 days, 40 nights, no problem, do. But be who that you are. Don't really? Yeah. What that means? Copy? Emulate? 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 Nice. Emulate. Don't emulate. Like that I just did. Emulating Obi and Yaakov Bar Nachman. Thank you very much. Chazak Baruch.